Our focus now will be towards validation. Without it, our system becomes vulnerable, as anyone can send a request to us with data in a wrong format or even malicious data. So we can already see that it's extremely important and imperative to validate and sanitize all incoming data. We'll now begin to really use Insomnia. So I'll even open it here. And in this home screen, you can go to this screen by clicking on this house button. Well, it has by default this document here, but I'll not use it, so I'll just delete it. And now I will create a new collection, which I'll call Conrad collection. And in this collection, we'll be able to test the routes of our system. For organization, I will create first a new folder called domain for the routes of the domain's entities. Inside this folder, I will create another folder, which is the users folder. Now, how should be our request? If we go back in the users controller, we'll notice that we have the create route, which is a post route, which receives in the body the create user DTO that we set up earlier. So coming back here, we can then proceed to create the create route, which is a post route, which should have a body of type JSON. Then I will insert here some data. For example, name John, email john@mail.com, phone this one, and password this one. Now I would need to write the route path here, which would be this one. But so that I don't have to write this all the time, I'll do the following. I'll go here in this button, No Environment, and click on Manage Environments. And here, on this Sub-Environments part, I'll click on this button, Environment, and now I have a new environment, which I'll call Development. And I can even assign a color to it if I want. In my case, I will assign the color blue. And in here, I can, inside these curly braces, set base URL to localhost 3000, so that we don't have to repeat that all the time. And now I'll go here and select the environment. And so I can write base URL and it appears here automatically for me. If you do find this underscore dot a bit ugly, as I do, you can click here and in environment variable, you can choose custom, and everything between these double curly braces, you can delete and write base URL. Now, if we go back to the users controller, you can notice through this that all these routes are accessible under the user's path. And in the create route, there is nothing extra in the path, as this is empty. So we can return to Insomnia, and here write /users. And as this is a post request, we are already set. Another improvement to avoid repetition is that a resource generally has a path in their controller to prefix their routes, like this. So we can go here in the users folder, click on this arrow, and then in environment, and in here we can write resource users. So now we can replace it here. I'll then start the system again with yarn start. And here I will use :dev to have hot reload, so that if I change anything in the code, it will automatically reload. After loading, you can notice here the new users routes. And if I come back here to Insomnia and send this request, it will tell me that this action adds a new user. But what if we send a badly formatted request? I'll send now a crazy request just to see how it behaves. I'll send name as a number, the email as some gibberish, the phone as a boolean, a password, this field I won't even send it, and I will send a strange field, which is not in the DTO. So if I send this, it still works. And validation will help us here. As this lesson already became quite long, I'll talk about it in the next lesson. So see you there.